Xenoblade Chronicles X. And in this episode, we're going to work on our first story mission, which is, well, to receive a tour of the administrative district from Palmer-Thompson, in the hopes that we can become a member of Blade. And the first step towards that is, well, exiting the door.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really want him to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Walk is so cool.
Yeah. Nagi must really want him to join Blade.
Baby.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that scale. Even the way that they walk is so cool.
Aren't they just the coolest?
Oh yeah, work it, baby. Now this guy gets it. Aren't they just the coolest? Just everything about them. The lasers, the force fields, the bipedal and vehicular transformations. You ever have that dream where you're inside one and it's just transforming over and over and over? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Actually, I don't normally show this to people, but I've been working on some stealth fan fiction. Hold on, I'll just pull it up here 1 sec.
Lynn?
Right. Sorry.
Originally, cells were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned.
Lynn?
All-time
Still,
force.
just look around
We
here.
all-time
New
force.
LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far, so fast, without Skell technology.
It wasn't enough to save Earth, though.
I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're precious resources. We only have so many of
It's a
them to go
beautiful
around.
blues jazz.
So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
And even then, you need a license.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test.
I'm sure you're thinking,
Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
not the other way.
So what do you say?
You can't just
If
walk
you
in the
become a
front
Blade
door
and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
The details are largely
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the Mission Control Board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over.
So what do you say?
Whose body is
Become a
so
Blade and work
today?
hard? I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the Mission Control Board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Thinking the second option there is hilarious, but yeah, if we want to get to a scale as quickly as possible,
We don't have a
well, we
dispatch
need to be a
system
Blade
yet,
member,
so
and the
Blades
quickest way to
usually
be a
choose their own
Blade member
assignments.
is coming over and checking
Everyone
out this
comes
whole
here and selects from the missions available on the board.
So this
And
is
it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here.
So Blades
Businesses,
usually choose
citizens,
their own
whoever.
Eric Kiku was like some
Yes, it's
snake.
basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly
It's
updated.
not just official.
Just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of Blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Just about every
Whenever I
Blade
get
will stop
freed
by
up,
here at
I'll
some
stop here
point.
first thing to check for any missions I might be
It's like
suited
our
for.
second home. always find a
Likewise,
member of Blade's
and if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the scout console is for.
Whenever I
We
get
should
free,
show you that
I'll stop
next.
here first thing to check for any
Hey,
missions.
who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the scout console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo.
That's what the scout console is for.
And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway?
Yeah,
We
they
also
right.
have the scout console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
So,
Ta-da!
if you
The
enjoy
Blade
doing
Scout
side quests
console.
in video games, well, Mission
When the
Control
going
is
gets
going
tough,
to help you
the
out
tough
a
go to the
ton
scout
because it makes
console.
things so
You know,
much
to
easier. But
get tougher.
yeah, we need to be a blade
If
to
you end
actually
up joining
operate
us,
it. And
you'll quickly
same
realize
goes
just
for
how
over
important
here
this
as well.
little
Yeah, I
kiosk
guess we should
is.
get our blade ID, huh?
A
Since
lot
it
of the
seems
mission control
literally
assignments are too
everything
much for any
requires
one blade to
one.
handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills.
Going gets tough. The tough
This
scout
console lets you search for and recruit other blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
If you do end up joining
You
us,
can't spell blade without
you
seeing
realize
it.
just how
Sort
important this little
Anyway,
kiosk is.
awesome, right? So, join us?
Assignments are too much for
Hang
anyone.
on, Lynn. Take it easy, would
Tend
you?
to call for multiple
What? Just saying, you have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade.
This
Or
console
maybe
lets you
crazy
search for
person.
other blades to fill those
Oh,
roles for just
and
such
here
an
I
occasion.
thought you might be pressuring our
Can't
guest.
spell blade without T.
Apology accepted.
Anyway, awesome, right?
Now,
So you're
how
ready
about a
to
little
join
shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about
What?
Armory Alley.
I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade.
Akuma, you're not getting away with this. And this is the end of your life. You destroy my whole world. This is our world. There's no fate.
How about a little shopping? I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial
Hey.
district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
So, Scout Console is, well, just that. If you have friends that you play with online, you can recruit their avatars here. And
I told you to stay on my way.
However,
I told you to stay on my way.
Instead,
I told you to stay on my way. What do you
did
mean?
not see all the neon signs and
No,
advertisements.
I told you that there's none of
It
your
does look like a
business.
shopping district over here, even though it's for weapons and armor.
What's your problem?
Scale machinery.
This street's what we call Armory Alley.
So I'm really digging this color.
Blades can requisition
Just
equipment
playing.
from any of the vendors here.
So
I won't
this
lie.
street's what we call
Most Blade
Armory
members
Alley.
face danger on a daily basis.
Blades can
Taking
requisition
us
equipment
Having the
from
latest
other
gear
vendors.
isn't about impressing your friends.
Hold
It's a
on.
matter of
Most Blade
survival.
members face
Maybe
danger on a
she's
daily
right.
basis.
She
enough.
isn't right.
And that goes not only for your personal
I had it
weapons,
away.
what we call ground gear, but for Skell equipment as well.
And
Hey,
that
that's
goes not
me.
only
Buy
for
whole
personal
skells.
armor,
Hey, that's me.
Can you imagine
No,
owning your own
that-
Skell?
but for scout equipment as well.
Ah.
You can even
Touch me, man.
Oh, right, the door.
imagine a
So can you get on my face right now?
Blade Tower.
Die. Sound like a jug me on.
Right, the door.
All I wanted to see
It's
you
not just the
with.
heart of Blade itself.
Shit, I want to see something.
And the last stop on our tour of the administrative
Hey.
district.
Hey, that's me. No, that's
But
Alex.
as I was saying,
You,
I'd love to
Jen,
check out the armor
They're gonna
alley
marry, and
all
if
day
you happen
tonight,
to know your,
but we have one
where
last
is
stop to
Strickland
take. You may
Fulton?
remember this area because it's where I dropped off.
And you know also
Yeah,
the
Blade
family,
Tower itself
you know
would
who
not be able
the-
to access for quite
But
some
he
time,
wasn't
but it's
looking
good that they
for-
showed it to you in the beginning because
if y'all just got to him, and now we're going to just shut down, and now,
it looks like
as
a
we,
legitimate town that exists in real life.
oh, and now, actually,
So yeah, Blade Tower.
oh,
Here, it's
So
usually
yeah,
to stop
Blade
by.
Tower.
so that what you have to
Come
change
here,
the
it's
dollar
usually to
for.
stop by Blade
Sorry for getting them a sense.
The higher ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day
They're
here.
based in the tower. Guys
The
like
government leaders too.
Director General
They're based in the
Maurice
tower.
Hassan, for example.
Guys like our new Director General
Blades
Maurice
sometimes
Hassan,
reports
for
the
example.
leadership here after we finish
Jen.
the
Blades sometimes
assignments.
What
report
do you
the
want?
leadership here after we
Right.
finish key assignments.
I never fight for anything in my life. Now
And
something
that
to
about
fight
does it for
for.
our tour.
Pretty amazing setup, right?
So,
You
what do you
can't
think?
wait to join
Pretty
Blade,
amazing
right?
setup, right?
Okay,
No,
You can't wait
Max.
to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's
I
enough.
want to stop fantasy from
We're
double for
not
the
here to
future.
make a sales pitch.
Please, let me
We
help
just
you.
want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join or not. Now that you've seen where and how
I'm thinking
it
that
works,
I think you think
hopefully
you
it
got
makes a good
it.
impression
Now let's
that
hold
you'll
on. Quiet.
be just
That
that,
this
your
get to
decision.
the for the first hand.
In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be
Now that
waiting.
you've seen
The
later
lesson?
how you work, getting a good impression,
The
your
movie
decision,
edited the map.
your decision.
Dismissed!
In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
And
We
alright,
get a
completed
budget
our
to
first story
everyone. What in
mission.
the world?
Can't say it was too difficult, to be honest with you. But hey, I guess that's why it was the first and noticeable. So now we completed that. Like Ellen said, all we gotta do is go back to the barracks, and oh my gosh, I know it may be a little difficult to figure out, guys, but this game, I guess like every RPG I ever play, because I swear I say this all the time, but it does take a little bit of effort to get to the good part.
I need to
Well,
talk
like a lot of things in
to
life,
explain. No,
it
no.
gives you back
Just
everything
read pretty
you put
clear.
into it, and I cannot say
I
it.
never sweat, bruh. Oh no. She's right. She isn't right.
We're home.
Yes, very amusing.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Miss Cooper, but I can't stay
Well,
long.
my register struck down, and now Alex is gone.
Commander Vanda.
Oh.
Anything to do with our new arrival?
So that when you have to chase the artifact.
Honey,
Sorry, I didn't get him a sense.
He said he'll come
Yes,
back.
very
I
amusing.
wanted to ask you.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Here we go. I bet
Jen.
I
Thank you,
guess.
Ms. Gould.
What do you
but I
want?
can't stay long.
You're
I
right.
just wanted to pass along a
I never
request.
fight for anything in my life.
Commander Vandam.
Go home.
Does it have anything
No
to do
one
with
likes
our
me.
new arrival?
Father don't like me.
Correct.
The commander
He
does
stopped
have
by
a way
while you
with
were out on
words.
your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
I explained
Here we
about
go.
the mandate.
I bet I can guess.
See it as a problem. And to
You
be honest,
probably can.
given our current
He wants
need
to
for
fast track our new friend here for
Sounds
blade
entirely
duty with a training
Thanks.
assignment.
Hey,
What
it's
in the
not
hell are we
easy to
waiting for?
convince. Blade
As he
service
put
is
it.
voluntary, remember?
The commander does have a way with words.
I would never force you.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
Yeah, I had enough of
I
hearing the
explained about
nonsense.
the memory
Count
issue.
on you to
See ya.
See it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for
I had enough of hearing the
I
nonsense.
entirely disagree.
See ya.
Hey, it's not me you need to
I knew
convince.
you'd make the right
Blade
choice.
service is voluntary, remember?
Welcome to the organization.
Of course. And I would never force or coerce anyone.
You begin training immediately.
Well, friend,
Yes, Mr.
what do you say?
Secretary.
Can we
With
count on
pleasure.
you to do your part?
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization. Elma, he can start on your team.
Elma.
You begin training
Let's
immediately.
discuss that training assignment.
Yes, Mr. Secretary.
We've decided
With
to start
pleasure.
you out on a probe installation.
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across the area. A network
Now
of
then,
data probes that
let's
allows us
discuss
to
that training
collect
assignment.
all kinds of
We've
information.
decided to
Let me
start you
say
out on a
goodbye.
probe installation just to get your feet wet.
Filling in the blanks.
I guess we should back up a bit.
Highest priority.
Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks sectors. Together, they form our grid. We determined this was the most
Logo.
efficient passage given the limited range of our
Logo.
Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probe to go. Now we just have to install it.
Sooner the better,
Logo.
as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this
I had enough of hearing the nonsense.
to that white section,
Dana.
go there,
See ya.
the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it, east of the city.
In that case, we can take the east gate out of the administrative office, right? We should be there in no time.
Alright,
The
it's
details of the
probing
data
time.
probe
It's on the data
installation
probe on the
procedure
Frontier Nav site. Your
Of course,
training.
Mr. Secretary.
So,
All right, you two,
Sights
shall
probably
we?
isn't the most exciting thing.
Yeah.
You'll soon
Train
find
or
out
not,
how
let's go
useful
install
it
the
is.
hell
And
out
the
of that
frontier
probe.
begins. Just like that, we're on the second chapter. And yes, this will complete our Blade training. So now that we've made the decision to join Blade, this is the last task. We basically need to prove ourselves with just one.
Jen, what do you want?
It shouldn't
Right.
be too hard, right?
I never fight for anything in my life.
Am I glad we pulled an assignment
That
to
was
the
something
east
to
of the
fight
city this
for.
time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the west gate.
No bugs.
Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard it
No,
was still
it's not
unlocked
fancy
from all the
conducting for the
village.
future.
Man, am I glad we
Leave
pulled an
me
assignment
home.
to the east of the city this
They
time.
just lowered the
It'd
threat
be a
level
long
earlier
walk
today.
all the way back over to the
gates are
west gate.
officially open for business.
Hold on.
One of our teams
Are
must
we
have
even
gone
sure
out
the
there
East
and
Gate will
kicked
be
some
open?
furry indigent
Last
butt,
I
huh?
heard it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigent activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for
Didn't
business.
surprise me at all.
One of
No.
our teams must have gone
I'm
out there
about
and
to
kicked some
find
furry indigent
Let's go.
butt, huh?
No, this is the better place. Time for.
We ran
Time
into them
for-
just before we met up.
What are you waiting for?
Wouldn't surprise me at
Wouldn't
all.
surprise me at all.
Irina's team is one of our
Irina's team
best.
is one of our best.
How does he know Irina?
How does he know Irina and Gwen?
We ran into them
We ran into them just
just before we met up with you.
before we met up with you.
They were on their way
No.
out to
They were on their way out to an
Better
assignment.
find out.
Well, then that
Let's
settles
go.
it.
Then that settles it.
Them, right?
It must have been
This
them,
is a
right?
better place.
Man,
Time for.
Man,
Time
fuck
for.
this amateur hour pro
Those guys
baloney.
where the action's
Those guys are where the action's at.
I'll try not to take
I'll
that
try not to
personally.
take that personally.
What are you waiting
But
for?
enough talk.
But
We've got our
enough
mission
talk.
to
We've
do.
got our mission to deal
Let's
with.
head out.
Let's head out.
Roger.
Roger.
Come on, guys.
That probe is
Ready? Ready.
Let's go
Time
to the
for-
East Gate, shall we?
You'll see soon enough. Just see, look. So, after the fact that they're talking to Kakai and whatever.
Oh, don't worry, Lynn. This will be a lot more interesting than just installing a probe. And here, Eleonora is going to try and explain the segment map to us. However, there's a lot of information on the gamepad, and we'll be going over this in the next episode. For the time being, though, let's make our way to the Eastern Gate so we can complete this story mission. Now is the time I'd like to explain, guys, that there's a lot to this game. I know I've been saying that for like, 2 episodes now, but I want to reiterate that. And I'm going to try my best to break down combat into small little segments that we can figure out as we go. So for this episode, I think we can, yes, we can see both the moons. So cool. 2 moons. I wish we had 2 moons on Earth, but it'd be kind of useless in reality. The moon we have right now is doing a good job, so I guess there's no reason. But as I was saying, today we're going to be discussing cooldowns on our arts and the appendage focus feature. And these enemies over here are the perfect level to test that out. So what do you say we attack them?
Right.
In cold blood. I know it's
I never fight for
fucking. This edition isn't hurting anybody.
For life.
When we lock onto an enemy, we also lock onto an appendage. And you may
Why
notice
did you
this
give
green
up?
bar. If we auto attack or deal
Why?
with the arts
Why
for
are
long
they
enough,
doing? You're gonna
we
need.
can no longer use attacks that are
You're gonna
tied to
need
the
my help.
appendage. Now,
Who are
depending on the
you?
monster, this will
Torch
change.
is like to rescue the
It's
major.
hard to decide early on
Let's
exactly
do
what
it.
you're going to
Fight
find.
with these the only
It's
guy.
really hard to target the appendage, but whatever. But now that the green bar has been destroyed, you see that effect
know
and
how
it
to
no
use
longer
it for
use,
real.
let's just say, a headbutt attack. I don't know if that
Yeah,
uses
we
appendage or not, but
No,
that is
no.
one strategy when attackable. Gold, alright, we got our first gold drop. Awesome, I guess targeting that random indigent was a good idea. We also received a level up. You can easily see your class rank and your level by pressing start on the bottom. It's pretty nice.
You've now lost them to the pieces of delivery food. We get it. Desert wipes are now biodegradable, although they might
Right, let's do this.
Lock and load. Shut up, fire! Fire carnival! Fire! Fire!
Down in the marine and on.
role-playing game before, defeat a monster, it takes you years. However, in Xenoblade Chronicles, we also get beat. Well, soon. Now is when I'd like to talk about Forge. Use an art that goes over
Now take the shot and
on a second cooldown, and they can gain aura effects of 360 damage with slowing. Yes, sometimes it's a good idea not to spam your arts, because your secondary effects can be very helpful. So just keep that in mind. Another indigent has been defeated. So in short, keep in mind that yes,
you're gonna need my help. Who are you? Conquerors and like rescue Revenger. Listen to me. Fiber.
So if we examine our arts,
listen to me.
we see that there is a secondary cooldown effect and a tertiary cooldown effect. What is tertiary cooldown? Well, we'll get to that in due time. But for some arts, like the damaging ones, wow, the damage goes up 8 to 1. And the fact that we can reuse some of them as well. Secondary cooldowns are an important part of battle you should always be keeping in mind because they may just seem cool. But now that we've taken care of that, it's time that we get back to our main goal, which is well to install that probe. So let's hub it. To the site. And you can see in the distance. Yeah, that giant.
You're gonna need my help.
That's exactly where we need to go.
Who are you? Conquerors. Listen to me.
But for some arts, like the damaging ones, wow,
listen to me.
damage it goes up 8 to 1. And the fact that we can
not
reuse
much
some of
time
them as well.
No.
Secondary cooldowns are
All
an
of them
important
are
part of
one
battle
of
you
them
should
know
always be
to
keeping
do.
in mind because they may just seem cool. But now that we've taken care of that, it's time that we get back to our main goal, which is, well, to install that probe. So let's hub it and make it to that site. And you can see in the distance, yeah, that giant pillar of light is exactly where we need to go to install the probe. Oh my god. I like that part of the song. Sorry, I just had to pause for a moment and...
Happened here.
A pile of monkey corpses. I gotta say, it's not the most warm welcome I've ever had for you.
You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius?
What are the things? You're gonna need my. You're gonna need my help.
What?
Who are you?
This is bad.
Conquerors and like rescue Revenger.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
Listen to me.
That's
Viper
Sinicula.
is losing the whole
It's a
no.
tyrant.
She wants to be, and she wants but my friends need my
Like
help.
another
My
Sinicula.
friends need help. Everyone.
Think about
Nobody
it.
else
The
told
typical
me.
Simius is way higher up on the food chain than
No.
the typical Sinicula,
Just
right?
have to let
Usually we find one Simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned.
I don't follow
And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a tyrant.
Hello?
Hey,
Connor.
Report
Is it
database.
picking away?
If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have
Oh,
been caught.
wait, get in the part of it.
There was a
can't wait.
Sinicula tyrant
I
sighted not
can't
too
wait.
long ago.
No, it's gonna get
It was
this
a couple
one
of
at the
seconds
last.
further
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA or come here to feed. Who knows what?
Hello?
out. If
Hello?
there's a tyrant right on our
Carter?
doorstep, he wasn't doing a thing about
Whatever
it.
is gonna have to wait.
Don't forget why they sent us.
What is it, Connor?
Frontier Nam's
I
range
see.
is still limited.
Help me right there. What?
They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid.
Hello? Hey, Connor! Hey, Connor!
It's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nam.
Hey, Connor! I'm on my way.
They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have
Yeah.
lost it when it went off the grid.
Hello? Yeah. I'm all over it.
Whoa there, rookie. You're talking about a tyrant. Do you even understand what that means?
We should probably explain. Tyrant is our term for any
Go home,
individual
Nick,
that
go.
falls outside of our
Go
usual
home.
threat-ranking system.
No one's coming to
In
fight.
other words, they're too
Come
powerful
here
for
and
us to even
stay
measure
away
how
from my
dangerous they
food
could
and
be to
fight
take
it.
on.
And stay away from my
Too
new
powerful
friends.
doesn't always just mean
Don't
physically
quit.
strong.
Creature
If a creature has even a single especially nasty trait, it's classified as a tyrant.
Even
Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all.
All right. I'm game if you are. Count me in, Elma. Let's do this. If we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. We can't just keep running forever, you know? Besides, I'd never forgive myself if someone else was getting hurt because we just left it there.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great. But if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. It'll be tougher than anything else we've
Capcom. The villain Street Fighter.
So our next objective is to take on a tyrant. Yeah, this may be a little bit difficult, but luckily Lynn has some advice for us. Leveling up our arts. You may recall that I was talking previously about BP. Now that is going to take effect. So let's open up our arts palette and check out our moves. Again, yes, arts are going to be very important in this game. So, at the top we see current battle points. We can expend these to level up our arts. However, a general rule of thumb in xenoblade chronicles is to not spend all of your BP in one place, because arts do have a cooldown. You're going to be stuck with level 1 arts, while your level 5 art is still on cooldown. So, I think we'll put...
Oh no. Oh no.
3 points in the slit edge, since it is my favorite move so far. That should be good. You could also update your equipment, but at the moment we have pretty much the best equipment I can use. Alright. Guess we're ready to take on this tyrant. I don't know, guys. Can we do this? Let's lock onto the appendage. Get started. So, now's the time I'd like to talk about moves in xenoblade chronicles.
How is this
So in
even
battle,
remotely fair?
essentially every single attack, both yours and the opponent's, even if they're auto attacks, are effect.
Come on!
Put its foot down. If we are close to that would damage us. But since we're far away, it did not do anything. I'm gonna try my best to resist it.
That's what I need.
To show something wrong. And I don't put it Chris here. Let's go ahead and use some magic. It's probably when I was talking about percent. So, because we want to use Elma's soul voice, but she got top voice, but now I can't use it. It may have been a better idea to focus down the legs. So far we're doing alright. We almost got the head destroyed. Just a little bit. This is your sledge. Go side.
Stand by!
We can do it! That was really good damage. Let's get the flame grenade. Then still resistant. That's fine though. We did some decent damage. Let's go ahead. It's using the laser voice, don't we get by that? Awesome. This is why you want your sword out in battle. Everybody gets hit by an attack. Yeah, that's going to do a lot of damage. It says our dedicated heroes in xenoblade. That's an issue. It's and it's now been destroyed. It's a little bit of damage on it. Now that it's destroyed, it's going to this way. This is almost destroyed, man. And recall that I was talking previously about BP. That is going to take effect. So let's open up our arts palette and check out our moves again. So, at the top we see arts battles. We can expand these to one arts. However, a general rule of thumb in xenoblade chronicles is to not spend all of your BP on arts. Because arts do have a cooldown, you're going to be stuck with level level 1 arts, while your level 5 art is still on cooldown. So I think we'll put 3
Nice
points
work,
in Slit
Lynn.
Edge
You
since
fought
it is my
well.
favorite move so
You
far.
did too.
That should be good. You could also update
Now let's
your
get down to
equipment at
business.
the moment.
Install
Yeah,
that
pretty
gate.
much the best equipment you can use.
If we stay here for long,
Guess
there's
we're
no
ready to
telling
take
what
on
other
this tyrant.
playmates
I
might
don't know,
show up.
guys. Can we do this? Let's lock onto the appendage.
This beam of light
Get
indicates
started.
a frontier
So,
nav site.
now's the time I'd like to talk
It
about
marks the ideal
moves in
spot
Xenoblade
to bury the
Chronicles.
probe.
So when battling opponents, essentially every single attack, both yours and the opponent's, even if they're auto attacks, are area of effect.
Okay,
You saw
the
that
probe should be
tyrant
ready for
put its foot
insertion.
down. If
I'll just
we
boot it
were
up.
close to that,
Thanks,
that
Lynn.
would damage us. But since we're
The
far
top
away,
half of the
it's
cylinder
really
contains the probe itself.
it did not do anything. We are not doing
The bottom
amazing
half is
here.
a laser.
I'm going to
It
try my
dissolves the
best
soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth.
Possibly that
We
would have
tried
gone
just
through
planting
if
them on the surface
I
at
targeted
first, but
a
we
different
kept running into
appendage.
problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods.
So I can show something off.
Burying them is
Yeah, I
going
hope
to
it
save us
occurs
all a
here.
lot of
All
time
right.
and headaches in
Let's
the
go ahead
long
and use
run.
Slip Edge. It's
We all set?
No, it's not. No,
Yep.
close enough.
Whenever you're ready.
Because we want to. Oh, crap.
Why don't you do the honors?
So now I
Give it a
can't
try.
use it. It may have been a better idea to focus down the legs. So far we're doing alright. We almost got the head destroyed. Just a little bit more in the position we're slitting.
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too. Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light.
The grandest of feelings.
Fear not. Spontex protects you from hot water, viruses, detergents, unpleasant smells, stains, dirt, germs. From our beautiful hands, protected from everything. Well, almost everything. Spontex takes care of you and your hands every day.
Indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Stop. I don't know. It just blew my hole.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
I don't think I
Thanks,
what
Lynn.
you said there.
The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
And installation complete.
Excellent.
See?
See? There's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
So anytime you
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagy.
Fuck and blue.
Install the probe and we got another gold drop. What the heck? That's I'm alive. Pathfinder. We're gonna grow a frontier nav. We need to install more data probes. To learn one, simply approach a vacant frontier nav probe site. Press A. This requires mechanical skills, so make sure to level that up. And here's Elma's advice on engaging tyrants. Basically, the bigger the tyrant, the worse idea it is to tackle it on ground. That's where skills come in. We will get into skull combat. Well, will we get one? Yes. We defeated our first boss. Xenoblade Chronicles
The
X.
first one?
And in the next episode, we're going to elaborate further probes and how useful they are to surviving here on Mir. That is all the time I have for today, guys. I want to thank you all so much for watching this episode, and in the next part, we explore more of Mir. Choose our division. So I'll see you guys then. Hey guys, welcome back. Let's play Xenoblade Chronicles X, and now that the pirate has been vanquished and the probe has been installed, it's time to head back to the Blade Barrels and complete our second story mission. And yeah, we have Pokemon feedback. So, I'll see you when we get to the barrels. And for grueling minutes later, we are back here at the barracks. Hey guys, welcome back. Let's play Xenoblade Chronicles X, and now that the tyrant has been vanquished and the probe has been installed, it's time to head back to the Blade Barrels and complete our second story mission. And yeah, we have feedback. So, I'll see you when we get to the barrels. And we are back here at the barracks. Our second story mission interesting.
I also begin to the blues, jazz, and funk and soul.
Well, now, look what the cat tracked in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Sorry we
Indeed.
missed you last
I
time.
suggested as
We
much.
could have come to meet you
Twice.
at HQ, you know.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant way out of your league. On a training mission, no less. That was reckless. Goddamn magnificent.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
So,
Hey,
Commander,
I delivered you the new
to what do
recruit,
we owe the
didn't
pleasure
I?
of your visit here
Yeah,
today?
you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
Bet.
That wasn't obvious at all.
You'll all excuse me?
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally
Just
train a rescue before.
Is that so
I
odd?
swear you're like
Jazz.
It is before we even asked him to become a blade, little miss stick in the rear.
I don't recall ever
Usually
seeing
I
you
ask
file a
when I don't
request to
get your
personally
slang
train a
expressions,
rescue
but
before.
something tells me to just let that one go.
It is before we even asked him to become
Enough
a
about
blade.
that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been
Usually
introduced
I
to our
ask
new
when I don't
recruit
get your
here.
slang expressions, but something
Commander
tells me to
Vandermeer,
just let
Blade's
that
top
one
officer.
go.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it.
Commander
You
Vandermeer's
follow?
Blade's top officer.
Huh. Not much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
So you still haven't told us why
Ha!
you're here.
Sounds like you're
From the look
learning
of
my
things, I'm
expressions
guessing
just
this isn't
fine,
a
Elma.
social call.
Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to
No.
choose a
So
division
let's
and
cut the
pull an
crap and
assignment.
get down to business.
Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty
not
Cathy
thinking.
here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
Whoa there, Itchy Trigger.
I know you're just chafing
at the bit to run out there and grab the world by its tail. But you need to choose a division first.
Once that's all
hashed out, we can get into detail about what your first assignment's gonna be.
Pretty much everyone in New LA
works for Blade in one of several different fields.
helping
Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right?
There are 8 different fields
There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade.
Officially,
They're called divisions.
Naturally,
You'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's
Start with the Pathfinders.
Pathfinder's
number one responsibility is planting data probes,
Not
like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mirror 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP.
So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the life form and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akalov and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty: protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads. They escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Go home. No one likes you, and
Next
stay
are
out
the
of my
Harriers.
way.
Remember Doug Barrett?
Yeah.
The
Why
scout
did you
pilot
give up
conducting
and
the
get
test
out of
flight
my
of
sight?
Atlantis?
Why did you
He's
give up?
part of the Harriers.
That's right,
If you think of the
loser.
Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense.
They
specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats.
Get you out of my
But
sight.
only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigent that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Scale debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Everything we brought from Earth is like it's irreplaceable.
Also,
the search for the life form. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators.
Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory,
Bringing back whatever samples. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigents.
Next? Alright, prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospect. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish water and fuel if we want to. And sooner or or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the sound
Did I get this one? And some monkey after. Ah!
Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Ah!
Outfitters.
All of our ground
Yeah,
units
damn, goddamn! What?
Developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs.
Outfitters are Blade's way of
Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs.
They'll seek out anything that might
They'll seek out
inspire
anything that might inspire new weapon ideas,
Good movie.
and even assist with testing new programs.
No! I hate them!
The media.
I'll see you, huh?
These are the folks who did everything hunky-dory with John and Paul. They come to mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators.
It's not a division for everyone.
It's not a division for everyone.
Jack of all trades.
You need to be a jack of all trades.
Jesus Christ,
A
I
people
tell you.
person.
You are not supposed to conquer down there. You are not supposed to. And you're not supposed to. It's not me to talk.
Not what it takes. It's a clutch roll.
God.
Keeping things cool.
Yeah, the mustache and that puts him in devil, you public. Or you get
Right,
seen, you
so
scumbag.
that's all 8 divisions.
What?
Any idea which one you'd like to join?
Oh.
Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate.
That's it.
Mediators can still get out there and test it out, hunt indigents, whatever.
Talk to him. Very long time when you
Break and
go.
settle an argument, that's their prerogative too.
For me.
To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like.
So there's really no reason to
So there's really no reason to stress about
Alright.
this.
You ready?
Everyone's
Alright,
waiting for
you ready to choose?
Yeah, I am. We're on pins and needles here.
What taking you?
So, that cutscene made it seem like a really big deal to not mess up and pick the right division that you want, but in all reality, the bonus effects you receive from picking a division are not the end of the world, and like Elma said, you can kind of just pick whatever you want. But I must say though, Curators and Reclaimers seem like the best ones to go, just based on what I've played so far. I'm not going to say that the other ones don't have positive abilities as well, but to be honest with you, Reclaimers are the way to go, guys. Harriers seems like a good idea too, because, well, defeating tyrants is a ton of fun, and obviously you get a lot of points for doing that, but if you know anything about Xenoblade, you know that rare item drops can make you overpowered very quickly, and well, the Reclaimers increase the rate that we can receive rare items from certain enemies. And also, since one of my objectives to complete inside of this
It's
slot
me!
is to obtain a
Damn!
single item and put it into the Collectopedia, yeah, the Reclaimers are going to help me out a lot with that. So, let's join them.
Then it's settled.
Then it's settled?
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Welcome.
And welcome.
I know you're gonna do
I know you're gonna do great.
Our greatest adventure.
Now for
is
the
changing
job.
the way
Let's
we
get down to
travel
brass
on
tacks.
Earth.
Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Well, pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
You were not supposed to come down here. You were not supposed to. Stop me this time, you fuck! To the death!
Alright, we're on it. We'll head to the
No.
restroom location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Fuck you fucking me, get off it! You think you can get away from me, you military? No, you betrayed you? You betrayed me against my fate?
We'll head to the last night.
Against you're not a failure? Why?
Of course.
Not,
Let's move out.
Chapter 3, Search for Nelson's team in Southeast Primoria, is our next main story mission. However, we're not going to be able to really get to that in this episode. In Chapter 3, Build Yourself a Legacy. Holy crap, now that we are at Blade where we can finally do stuff in the administrative district. Been waiting for that. We can also have access to fast travel. And I'll be touching on this in a moment. But this is going to make everything